India is currently home to more undiagnosed diabetics than almost any other nation. Millions of people are living with significant internal damage to their kidneys and nerves while remaining completely unaware they are sick. Relying solely on a laboratory report can be a dangerous delay. By the time a blood test confirms the condition, the body has often been broadcasting early physical warnings for months or even years. Under normal conditions, your body converts food into glucose. To use this fuel, the pancreas releases insulin, which signals your cells to absorb the sugar from your bloodstream and convert it into energy. In type 2 diabetes, your cells resist the insulin signal. Glucose cannot enter, so it accumulates in the bloodstream, reaching toxic concentrations. The blood is saturated with inaccessible energy. While overwhelmed by high sugar, your starving cells trigger a state of metabolic panic. This energy crisis develops gradually. As the body struggles to manage this buildup of unused fuel, it sends 10 specific signals to indicate that the metabolic system is failing. The first response to rising sugar levels is a sequence of 3 symptoms known as the classic triad. These occur as the body attempts to manually eject the excess glucose it can no longer process. When blood sugar levels exceed 180 milligrams per deciliter, the kidneys can no longer filter the glucose back into the blood. To protect the system, the kidneys begin flushing the sugar out through the urine, pulling massive amounts of water along with it. This constant loss of fluid leads to chronic dehydration. Your brain's thirst center activates, creating a dry mouth sensation that persists even after drinking water. This isn't typical thirst. It is a physiological response to the flush-out mechanism happening in your kidneys. Because the sugar you eat is being flushed away rather than reaching your cells, your body believes it is starving. This causes intense hunger and physical tremors shortly after eating, as the cells continue to send signals to the brain that they have no fuel. These 3 symptoms, frequent urination, unquenchable thirst, and constant hunger, are a direct result of a metabolic system struggling to maintain its internal balance. If the excess sugar remains inaccessible to the cells, the body enters a secondary emergency phase, shifting its internal chemistry to find alternative fuel sources at any cost. Sudden and effortless weight loss is often the result of the body cannibalizing muscle protein and fat reserves. Because it cannot burn the sugar in the blood, it begins to break down its own tissues to provide the energy needed to balance vital organs functioning. The brain is particularly sensitive to these fluctuating energy levels. When glucose supplies are inconsistent, you may experience difficulty focusing, frequent memory lapses, and unexplained irritability, symptoms often dismissed as general stress. As the body burns fat instead of glucose, it releases chemical byproducts called ketones. When these build up, your breath may take on a distinct scent, similar to rotting apples or nail polish remover, a sign that your metabolism has shifted into a dangerous emergency mode. Rapid weight loss paired with mental fatigue indicates that the body has moved past typical sugar management and is now consuming its own structural reserves to survive. In the final phase of this progression, the high concentrations of insulin and glucose begin to degrade the body's physical infrastructure, causing visible changes to the skin, nerves, and eyes. High insulin levels can cause skin cells to reproduce at an accelerated rate. This results in thick, dark, velvety patches on the neck or underarms. This is not a surface hygiene issue, but a physical manifestation of the high insulin levels circulating in the blood. Prolonged exposure to high blood sugar erodes the protective sheath that insulates your nerves. As this insulation thins, the nerves begin to misfire, causing tingling, burning, or numbness, typically starting in the feet and hands. The eyes are also vulnerable to these shifts. High sugar levels pull fluid into the eye's natural lens, causing it to swell and change shape. This warping prevents the eye from focusing light correctly, resulting in sudden blurred vision. High glucose also provides a primary food source for bacteria, while slowing down the circulation needed for repair. This combination means that minor cuts or scrapes may take weeks to heal and are significantly more prone to infection. These changes, from the texture of the skin to the clarity of your vision, are the physical evidence that the cellular energy crisis has begun to impact the body's external systems. Identifying these symptoms early offers a critical window of time. If caught in the pre-diabetic or early stages, these metabolic changes can often be managed or even reversed through targeted lifestyle shifts. The first priority is managing the rate of sugar absorption. By filling half of your plate with high-fiber vegetables, you slow down the movement of glucose into your bloodstream, preventing the sharp insulin spikes that drive resistance. Physical movement turns your muscles into a sink for extra glucose. Even a 10-minute walk after eating activates your large muscle groups to soak up excess sugar from the blood, reducing the burden on your pancreas and improving insulin sensitivity. Sleep is equally vital. A lack of consistent rest increases cortisol, a hormone that signals the liver to release stored sugar into the blood. Without 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your blood sugar levels can remain high regardless of your diet. Specific dietary additions, such as water soaked with fenugreek seeds, have also been shown to help T cells respond to insulin, aiding in the restoration of a healthy metabolic balance. Your body's signals are not a final verdict. They are a prompt to adjust your internal economy. By prioritizing high-fiber foods, adding daily physical movement, and getting consistent rest, you can restore your body's ability to process energy and prevent the progression of the disease.